Shalom, shalom. It is Tuesday, July the 7th, 2020. It is now the 16th day of the fourth Hebrew month. And if you are new to my channel, my name is Daniel Lee. I live here in beautiful Juneau, Alaska. And my mission statement is very clear. I preach and teach the Hebrew Jewish roots of the Christian faith on my website, spiritandtorah.com. I exalt Yahshua, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. He is the only way, truth, and the life. I expose satanic pedophiles to investigative reporting on my YouTube channel. I've been doing this now for almost 2 years. I provide satanic ritual abuse survivors a platform to speak out on. I protect the innocent children by virtue of these other things. And I lead a nightly Zoom room prayer meeting every single night. We pray for President Trump, this nation, other subscribers, each other, and we'll be happy to pray for you as well. All right, let's get right into the news here. So the biggest news that I want to start off with is this headline from yesterday, July the 6th. This is from the Daily Mail. She has copies of everything Epstein had. Ghislaine Maxwell has a secret stash of pedophiles' sex tapes that could implicate world's most powerful and will try to use them to save herself. Ghislaine Maxwell, 58, has a secret stash of Jeffrey Epstein's twisted sex tapes, a former friend exclusively revealed to dailymail.com. When officials raided Epstein's NYC townhouse last July, they found thousands of graphic photos that included images of underage girls and a safe filled with compact discs labeled nude girls, according to authorities. The ex-friend said not only did Epstein like to capture himself with underage girls, he wanted to make sure he had something to hold over the rich and powerful men who took advantage of his sick largesse. They added Ghislaine had always been as cunning as they come. She wasn't going to be with Epstein all those years and not have some insurance. So this article goes on about this. And Defiant Projection said, Peter Wood creeps. Everything Maxwell had on you is now in the hands of the Justice Department, where you no longer have any friends. Millions are cheering the spine-chilling terror you are now experiencing. Boy, isn't that the truth? And Terry, after reading this article, said, I thought there were no deals. Remember, Q has said there are going to be no deals. And Storm is Upon Us wrote this out a couple of years ago. There are no deals for those who deserve no deal. If you got a deal, you did not hurt a child, perpetrate a crime against humanity, or commit treason. Yeah, so Ghislaine Maxwell, I know this article is saying, well, you know, the feds are going to try to cut a deal with her. I don't think so. I think that they probably already have or soon will have in their possession these secret sex tapes that Ghislaine Maxwell has, and there will be no deal for her because she, like Epstein, was guilty of abusing these children. And Q has said there will be no deals. Now, Lisa Mae Crowley tweeted this out from a retweet from CJ Truth. Lots of people are taking breaks from their shows. Oprah, Jimmy Kimmel, Ellen DeGeneres, and now Piers Morgan. He now announces a final show as he takes a break from Good Morning Britain. Isn't this interesting? So let's take a look at this. This is from News for the Woke. I've reported on some of this in the last several weeks, but biggest Pizzagate deep state evidence yet. CEOs of Boeing, Disney, Lockheed Martin, Microsoft, AT&T, they've all stepped down. Ellen DeGeneres, Jimmy Kimmel, Oprah Winfrey, shows canceled. Now, I know with Ellen DeGeneres, her production company is saying, no, it's not canceled. She's just taking a break. She stepped down. We're going to renew this show. That's what they're saying. I want to see what happens. As of right now, I believe that her show has been canceled. Obamagate exposure. Prince Andrew investigated. Ghislaine Maxwell arrested. Why? Very, very interesting. So again, for people who are saying nothing's happening, oh, there's plenty that's happening. And then we have this. Former Reddit CEO admits to knowing of child sex crimes in 2011. The former CEO of Reddit posted at 6 a.m. this morning on a Twitter a very damning admission. Ellen Peo posted and has now deleted a tweet saying, we knew about her supplying underage girls for sex, referring to Ghislaine Maxwell. A follow-up tweet moments later added clarification that she meant she suspected and not that she knew. Okay, so this was a CEO of Reddit for a short period in 2015. And now, former Reddit CEO Ellen Powell locks her Twitter account after admitting she knew about Ghislaine Maxwell trafficking underage children years ago. Uh-oh. I don't think she understands that the internet is forever. Major Patriot also said, when a former CEO locks her Twitter account after realizing she admitted she knew about Ghislaine Maxwell trafficking underage children years ago and yet did nothing. Yeah. These people are panicking. They're just in complete and utter panic. Now, switching topics here, I wanted to talk again about BLM, Black Lives Matter. This is an article that was published yesterday in the Canadian News. BLM Toronto leader believes white people are subhuman, calls them genetic defects. A social media post has resurfaced from a Black Lives Matter Toronto co-founder in which she argues that white people are subhuman and are recessive genetic defects. A social media post has resurfaced from a Black Lives Matter Toronto co-founder. Yusra Kogali is her name, wrote the post on what appears to be her Facebook and attempted to use a genetic explanation involving melanin production to explain why white people are defects. It has now gone viral after it was shared by scholar James Lindsay. James Lindsay said, a charming message from the head of BLM Toronto, who has been honored a few years ago by the city of Ontario for exemplary leadership. And then here's another deleted one from this co-founder. Please, Allah, give me strength to not kill these men and white folks out here today. Please, please, please. Wow. Whiteness is not humanness, reads the statement. In fact, white skin is subhuman. White people are recessive genetic defects. This is factual. All right, I don't need to read the rest of this drivel. So again, we see that the leader of an organization that supposedly is fighting for racial equality is actually a racist herself, just trying to create war between the races. Now, according to the scriptures, according to the Bible, there's just one race. It's the human race. And we all have the opportunity to be grafted into Israel by the blood of Messiah, per Ephesians chapter 2. Hallelujah. Now, I love this. Here are the facts. This was tweeted out by Trump War Room. President Trump is wrong in so many ways about hydroxychloroquine studies. Here are the facts. This was a story by Elizabeth Cohen back on April 11th in 2020. Now, study finds hydroxychloroquine helped coronavirus patients survive better. This is also an article by Elizabeth Cohen, July 2nd, 2020. The media having to eat their words when President Trump was right all along. And by the way, I've had several of my YouTube videos. In fact, I think every single one where I had hydroxychloroquine or COVID-19 being cured in the headline has been removed by YouTube because they said that it's against the facts that are out there. Well, now we're finding out that no, actually, this is the truth. So YouTube and the big tech, they're continually trying to hide the facts that would actually help people. And, you know, I don't know how many people probably died from this pandemic that wouldn't have if they had had access to hydroxychloroquine, didn't have the media with this constant drumbeat saying, oh, no, this stuff's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt you. Don't take it. All right. President Trump tweeted this out about the wall. I want to play this here real quickly.
Here's a section of old wall on the left made of what's called landing mat material next to the replacement. Border Patrol says the new barrier makes a difference. This 2005 video shows illegal crossings in San Luis, Arizona, despite 10-foot-high landing mat wall. Here's that spot today, a triple-layered enforcement zone featuring an 18-foot-high fence made of hollow steel beams filled with concrete and reinforced steel.
What a contrast. What a contrast. I continue to love to cover the wall because, as I've said many times before, the wall is doing much to stop the human trafficking and child sex trafficking that has gone on our southern border. It's one of the major ways that the satanic pedophiles were able to get their satanic child sex trafficking into this nation. Well, both into and out of this nation. It went both ways. And this wall has cut that down significantly. And so I love to talk about it. Again, President Trump has said he has over 200 miles that have been built. He's continued to build this, which I think, again, is just so amazing when you think about it, because he's had so much that he's had to deal with. You know, he had to deal with the whole Russia collusion hoax. He had to deal with impeachment. He had to deal with this COVID-19. He's still dealing with it as the media continues to try to push the second wave. He's had to deal with all the riots that have torn apart so many of our cities, and yet he's continued on building this wall. Such an incredible feat when you think about it. I really don't know of any other president that could do that, could keep their promises and continuing to push their agenda even with all of these deep state attacks. It's pretty amazing, pretty amazing. All right, if you like what I'm doing, if you appreciate what I'm doing, if you think I'm working hard and I deserve to be paid, this is my full-time career, which I love. I love doing what I do. So if you want to help me out, the easiest way to do so is through my PayPal. That is a link right below this video. That's the easiest way to send me a donation. I also have a Patreon. That's a link below the video as well. The way that works is you click on it, you can pledge any monthly amount you'd like, and then that amount is taken out of your bank account at the beginning of each month. If you're old school and you don't want to use the internet to send a donation, that's fine. I also have a P.O. box that's also located below the video, and you can send me a donation through good old-fashioned snail mail. I appreciate and thank all of you who have sent donations to this ministry. If you have a prayer request and you want our prayer team to pray for you, please email me. My email is also in the description box below the video. You do have to unfold the description box, scroll down to the links. You'll find my email address. Email me your prayer request. I'll get it to our prayer team, and we will pray for you. All right, guys, I will have some more news later today. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, and I'll see you guys in a few hours. Shalom, shalom.